All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use this software fully. Now, this is very easy and it's very simple to do, but I'm going to walk you through each of the components of the software and how to actually use them. So once you have gone ahead and logged into your dashboard and looks just like this, the first thing you're going to see on your dashboard is the number of things that you have. So, for example, you see menu, items, add on, option, new orders, customers, offers, all that type of information is going to be right here. And if you click on it, it's going to take you to that page so you can look at it in more detail. Now, the other thing you're going to see down here is you're going to see your order, and this is just going to show it per month, so you can kind of go down and look at all the orders and things like that right here. So it gives you a great number, a great chart to look at. Now, before we get started with anything else, let's go ahead and make sure that you have changed your password, updated your profile, so everything looks good. So right here where it said administrator, go ahead and click on it. Now click on profile. And then go ahead and make sure all this information is correct. You can go ahead and upload a photo of yourself as well. Now, once you have done that, go ahead and click update so that way the information is updated. Now, go on here, go to change password. And go ahead, type in your current password that you got, and go ahead and reset it to your new passwords, and go ahead and click change. Okay, after you have done these two steps, let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard. And let's go ahead and start with menu items. If you click on menus right here, let's give it a second. It's going to go ahead and load all the menu items for you just like this. And then you can go ahead and click edit right here to edit the menu item. You can click delete to delete the item. Or if you want to do multiple, you can click on multiple of them. Then come to this right side, click on this arrow, click delete, activate, or deactivate. Now, if you want to go ahead and add an item, let's go ahead and click plus. Now go ahead and fill out the menu name. Go ahead and fill out the punchline, the description, and then you can go ahead and upload an image for the menu. And then you can pick if you want to activate or deactivate this menu. Now, there's also a button up here that lets you go back to seeing all the menus, or you can click save once you're done filling out this information. So let's go ahead and go back and let's look at all the menus again. So here's all the menus, punchline, the image, and active or not. So you have the option to deactivate them or activate them. Now, the next thing is items. So these are items that are going to go into your menu. So from here, again, you have the option to edit by clicking this green button. You can delete by clicking this button, or you can do multiple by selecting the items that you want to change. Come up here to this arrow, clicking delete, activate, or deactivate. Now let's go ahead and click on the plus sign to add a new item to our menu. So go ahead and select the menu. So, if it is pizzas, different type of pizzas, maybe it's different type of soups, anything like that, you select it. Go ahead, fill out the item name, fill out the item price, the type, and we can add more types. We'll look at that in a second. Then the description, if there's any add-ons that come with it, you can select it like this. Oops. You can click on here and, salt. There's more, maybe it comes with lemon, things like that. You can pick if it's a popular item or not. Again, a description. You can upload an image. And then you can active or inactive the item. Once everything is done, go ahead and click save. Once you click save, you'll go ahead and see the item out here with the price and everything, and you can go ahead, delete it, activate it, or however you want to go with that. So you have that option. Also, guys, on all of these pages, we have added a search option, so you can go ahead and search if you cannot, quickly find what you're looking for. There's a much quicker option right here by searching. Now, the next one is add-ons. So add-ons, you can think about, things that are going to be added on extra on top of the meal. So, as you can see, there's some ketchup, some lemon, some sauce, some salt, things like that. So again, you have the option of editing or deleting. You can also do multi-edit by clicking on all of these, all the ones that you want, clicking the arrow, deleting, activating, or deactivating. Now let's go ahead and look at adding one. So right here, you can go ahead and fill out the name, and the price for it, $0 if it's free, description, add-on images, and then go ahead and activate or inactivate these. Now, for any reason, if you inactivate any item, the menu, the items, the add-ons, it means that it will not show up on the front end page. So when somebody is ordering from your website, they will not be able to select anything that's inactive because they will not see it. So once you have filled out this to your liking, go ahead and click on the save right here. I'm going to go back to the add-on items, and you can go ahead and see all the items that are available. Now, the next one is options. So this is pretty much sizes for your menu items. So as you can see, there's one plate, 5 milliliters, extra large, family pack. So whatever it may be, you can go ahead and add it. There's edit and delete again. There's multi. So if you select it like this, click on here, you can delete, activate, deactivate it from here. So let's go ahead and click plus. This is very simple to do. Let's add one bag. And let's go ahead and activate it and then click save. And as you can see, it'll save here, one bag. It's always going to be at the top. And again, you have the option to search in here as well. Now, next one is item types. So, we've added a few here, but if you would like to edit these, you can by clicking this green button. You can delete them by clicking this red button. Or you can do multi by selecting them, clicking this arrow here on the right, and you can delete it. Now, if there's any different types of types that you want to add, go ahead and click on plus, and just go ahead and give it a name. Let's say this is going to be spicy. Can't spell. Okay, spicy. Go ahead and click save. And boom, it's right there for you. You can again search, and you have the option to edit and delete them as well. Now the next one we're going to look at is offers. Now these are offers that you want to offer people, maybe a discount if they order, this much food, or, this is a Christmas special, a great deal special, maybe a clearance sale, anything like that. You have the option to edit and delete them again. You also have the option to select multiple. Come up here. You have the option to delete, activate, and deactivate these as well. So let's go ahead and click plus. And let's add a special. You can go ahead and put the offer name. The price, you get to pick when you want the offer to start, when you want the offer to end. You can upload an image. Go ahead and put offer conditions, what all the rules, maybe what qualifies to be added to the offer, what is in the offer, things like that. Pretty much a description. You have, again, the ability to activate and deactivate this offer. And the best part is you can go ahead and add let's say we want to go add salads, right? If you have items in there, you can go ahead and pick the item name. You can add the quality or quantity of it. So let's say we want to add 3 of these, and then you just go ahead and you can add more. You can click save. You can click cancel. You have the option, and you can add as many menu names and items in those menu as you want, and what quantity of that they would get. So it's pretty much, you can think about offers as a package deal. So if they buy this, they're getting a bunch of items in there. So for an example, a restaurant that sells wings might add 3 different types of wings, and this is their sport watching offer. So you can add that type of offers in here as well. So let's go back to the offer list. Like I said, there's different pages of offers that you can do. You can go ahead and delete these as well, edit them, and you can search up here to find quickly what offer you had, and you can reactivate or deactivate offers as you go. Okay, so you have that option. Now let's come into users. Now this is very important. You're going to have 2 different types of users. You're going to have kitchen managers. These are people that are going to see these orders. So there could be like people in your kitchen, maybe somebody that you have dedicated to, take care of these orders. Maybe somebody in the front end, whoever is going to handle the orders coming in. You can go ahead and set them up in here. It doesn't have to just be that person. It could be other staff members or other, kitchen members that you can add in here. Now, again, you have the option to edit the person right here. Or if you had more than one person, you can select them and click on the arrow up here and activate and deactivate the person, okay? So if you deactivate somebody in here, so if I deactivate kitchen manager right here, they will no longer be able to log into the system and see the orders or anything like that. So they will not be able to do that. Now let's go ahead and click the plus sign to add a new kitchen user, and let's go ahead and give them a name. I'll go ahead and give them Nick Chap. Let's go ahead and give them an email here. And let's go ahead and give them a number. And let's hit save. So, it wasn't able to send the activation email. But what it's going to do is it's going to send the email to them to activate their account. Once they activate it, they'll be able to set a password for themselves. So that way it's secure and it's ready to go. Okay. And I will show you how you can go ahead and set up your emails so that emails are being sent to these users and they'll be able to activate their email. So there you have it. That's how you set up kitchen managers. Now the next one is delivery manager. Now again, this is very simple. This is easy. These are the people that you want to deliver your food to your customers. So again, you have the same option, editing. You have the option to multi-select and click up here and activate and deactivate. And again, if you want to add it, you click on the plus sign and again, fill out this form just like I did earlier, and it will send them an email. The email will have activation code and steps for them to activate and set up their own password. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and see that. Now the next one is customers. This is just the customer management in here. So all you can do on customers is select them and go ahead, click here and activate and deactivate. Customers will have to register by themselves on the front end of your website. So when they place the order, it'll automatically activate them in here. You can click on this little eye icon and it's going to show you the customer, their name, their email, phone number, any points if you set up a loyalty system, which we'll talk about here in a second. And then we'll also have their address in here as well. So that way your delivery person can know exactly where to go to deliver their food. So let's go back. And again, here is your customer management area. Now the next one is orders. Now, of course, this is the most important part. So we can go to new orders. Now you can look at all the orders that have been placed that are new. You can click on this little eye icon. It's going to open up the order here for you. And you can see the order items, the order add-ons. If they call you and say, hey, I don't want that sport drink anymore, you can go ahead and click the delete right here. And the best part is there's order updates here. So you can select what type of update, if it's out for delivery, if it's delivered, canceled, processing, and then write a message that will be sent to the customer. Or if the customer logs in, this is what they will see. So they can see exactly where their order is, if it's coming or not, all that information is here. So let's go ahead and go back. Okay, so that's new orders. Now, if you come into under process orders, or these are orders that are being processed, maybe they're being cooked or something, you can check them out here. Again, you can click on the eye and you can come in here and update the order, delete, anything like that as well. Okay, then the next one you have out for delivery orders. Now these are ones that are out for delivery, so the customer could see, hey, my order is out for delivery. Again, you can come in here and you have the option to update the order, but you cannot delete it anymore because it is out for delivery. So, it's already cooked, it's already prepared, it's already left your restaurant. So cannot cancel the items. Now, the next one is delivered order. So you can see all the orders that have been delivered. Maybe call the customer, make sure they're happy, they're satisfied with the food they received. Maybe ask them to put a review on your website. So you can come in here and you can check this out for your future purposes. Maybe, if they say, hey, I didn't want to pay that much or something like that, you can come and pretty much use this as a receipt to show them, hey, it was already delivered. Okay. And then the last one is canceled order. So if anybody canceled ordered for you and you changed it to cancel, you'll see it in here as well. Again, it has the management aspect of looking at, hey, what did they order? Oh, they canceled this. Okay, so that is orders for you. Now the next one is language setting, and this one allows you to add any languages that you want. So as you can see, there's a bunch of languages in here. Let me see, I'm going to click plus. So let me show you how you can actually add a language. So I'm going to call this, let me call it Spanish. Okay, and then I'm just going to call it ES for Spanish, and then I'm going to click save here. Once you click save, give it a second, it's going to pop up just like this. Now you click on this little plus sign right here. And then now you go ahead and fill out this phrase in Spanish. So you can go ahead, type out all these phrases in Spanish. And it might take you a while, but you go through the whole thing. As you can see, there's a lot of names and there's a lot of titles and labels. So we want to go ahead and make sure that you fill this out completely. Once you do that, you go ahead and click save. Once you save, if you come back out to languages, it will be here. And from up here, you can click change language and you can pick exactly the language you want to pick. Now we've included a few languages in there. If you don't like to use those languages, go ahead and click on delete. Make sure you click yes. And just like that, the language has been deleted from your dashboard. Now, the only language you cannot delete is English because it's the default language and it needs to be in there so that way you can translate it over to any other languages. So that's languages. Pretty easy, pretty simple to do. Now the next one is phases. So there's a bunch of phases in here. If you'd like to edit this, maybe if you can't understand what for iOS is, or maybe one of your users cannot understand it, then you can come in here and change it as well. And it's going to change it inside languages. So when they fill out different languages, it makes it easier for them. Now again, you have the option to add different phases by clicking the plus sign here and making sure you put the language key in English, and then you can also put it straight into all the languages that you have. So these are the default ones, but if you had added Spanish or anything else, it would appear here, and then you can add it automatically in there as well. So when you create a new phase. So let me just go ahead and click cancel. And oops, let me go back to phrases. And so you have that option to add those phrases, okay? Now the next one is loyalty points. So let's go into point settings. So inside point settings, there's a bunch of different things that you can add. You can add what you want the point label redemption or redeem placeholder to be called. Do you want to call it points? Maybe you want to call it coins or gold or rewards or something. So you can change the name in here. As you can see, here's a template for point labeling. So you have earned this many points. Maybe you want to change that to say something else. So how many points does a customer get for ordering? So it could be 20, it could be 30, it could be 40, whatever you want, you can change it. Maybe it's just 1 point. It doesn't matter. You can go ahead and change it in here. Now, here's earned point for conversion settings. So you can go ahead and add that. So 1 point equals $2. Maybe 1 point equals, $1 or 10 cents or anything like that. You can go ahead, change it in here. Now, same thing for redemption. How do you want to do points? So is it 1 point for every $2, things like that. So you can do that. And then you also have the option to enable or disable people redeeming their points. So maybe this month you don't want anyone to redeem points. You just want them to collect and order points. So you can go ahead and turn this off. If you want to turn it back on, you just turn it on just like this. So it's pretty simple to do. Okay, so you have that option. Now the next one is points earned for actions. So reward points for account sign up. Okay, they get 20 points. Maybe you don't want to give anything, so you can change it to 0. Maybe you want to get 50 points because they set up their account. It's their first time, so you can do that. Reward for their first order. So the very first time they place an order. So that way, on your promos or your flyers, you can say, hey, earn 10 points for your first order, or earn 30 points or 50 points for your first order. So you can do that on here. You can also do, reward points for sharing the app. So it will track it and give them the, reward right here. You can do minimum points that can be used. So they cannot use until they hit 20 points, right? Maybe you want to change this to 1,000, 2,000, anything like that. And maximum points, so so that they don't order everything for free, right? You can limit it, so they can only order 10 points, or they can only use 30 points or 40 points. So you have that option in here as well. And then you have the option to enable or disable the point system. So if you don't want to use it and it's not working out for you, you can go ahead, turn it off, maybe turn it back on in the future. And once you do this, go ahead, always make sure that you update your settings so that way it's all updated and saved here. So there's that. Now the next one is user reward points. So you can come in here and all the customers that you have, you can see exactly how many points that they have earned. Okay, so how many total points that I have. And you can click on this little I button. It's going to bring you in here, and it gives you a little bit more detailed of how many points they have earned, when did they redeem their points, all that type of information is on here as well. So let's go back to user points, and you can see exactly. So if somebody calls and says, hey, how many points do I have? Can I use this? You can log in here. You can say, okay, you have 80 points. You can use it for this much, and things like that. So you have that option in here. So the next one is referral settings. So every restaurant runs really well when somebody refers, people over to other people. So every time a user gets created or sets up their account, they will get a referral referral code that they can send to their friends, their family, and when they sign up with that code, the person will earn points. Okay, so you can turn this on or off. If you don't want to do that, you can go ahead turn it off. Let's go ahead turn it on, and you can pick how many points you want to get for the person referring. So if Bob refers, Bill to use or order from your restaurant, Bob would get 20 points, and then Bill would get 10 points for signing up. You can make this the same, you can make it different. It's up to you how many points you want to earn. If you don't want to do this, like I said, you can just click here, turn it off. So let's go ahead and click save. Remember, we always want to save. The next one is referral users. So if you come in here, and you can see exactly who referred who to, how many points did they earn, what date did they refer each other to, so you have all that information. As you can see, this person referred this person, they earned 20 points, they earned 10 points, and this person registered on this date using this person's referral code. And if anyone asks you, hey, I can't find my referral code, you can come into customers, sorry, and from customer, you can find their referral code right here. Okay, that's their referral code. So that's referral system. Now the next one is location master. So if I come in here and I click on these cities, these are all the cities that are in my town, maybe cities that I can deliver to. So maybe it's just one city. So you might only have one city in here. Now you can look at the services provider location right here. So this one will allow you to, if somebody orders from a certain place, maybe a different city, maybe a different area in the city, you can go ahead and fill this information out, put the delivery, time, delivery to, the delivery fees, all that information, you can put that in here. And again, you have the option to edit it, delete it. You can do multi-selection, and you can click edit. You can delete, activate, or deactivate. You can also click the plus sign here and add, the city, locally, the PIN code, the status, the delivery fee, the time, all that information in here. Go ahead, click save. So that way when a customer is ordering, they will know exactly, how much it's going to cost them on the delivery. Okay, so go ahead and click save, and you can go ahead and add as many of them as you want in here. So you have that. Now the next one is going to be the most important. This is going to be master settings. So I'm going to come into master settings and go to site setting. And in here, you can fill out all the information for your site. So your site name, which is probably going to be your restaurant name. You can do your address in here, PIN code or zip code. You can put the latitude and longitude. You can put the iOS and Android URL if you have an application for this, or if you use PWA to create an application, you can go ahead and add that in here. If you want to use the Facebook or Google logins, you need to go ahead and create those apps, app IDs, and go ahead and add them on here as well. You can do phone number, your landline, your fax number, your contact email, what your site language is. You can change it, remember. And then you can do your site country, the time zone. We've included all time zones in here. There's everything from America to Bangkok to Japan to Europe. There's all different time zones in here. There's also, if you need to add a map onto your website, if you want to go ahead and add it, you can click on here, generate script. It's going to open up to this page, which is a free way to generate maps, and you can go ahead, search for your address, and then go ahead, click on HTML code. The code it gives you, come in here, and go ahead and paste it in here. Now from here, you can change the currencies. So we've included every single currency in here. There's US, there's euros, there's even Indian rupees. There is currency from Thailand, from Japan, from everywhere. Okay, and you can go ahead, change the symbol in here as well. You can put the area code. So for me, it's just +1, so I'm just going to put 1 in here. I can pick the start and the closing time for the restaurant. You have a clock option, so you can pick it as a clock as well. You can turn on and off SMS notifications, which we will look into here in a second on how to set it up. You can, put design by or leave this blank. Reserve rights, this is your copyright, so you can add that in here. You can change the date format. So if you don't like how the date format looks right now as default, you can go ahead change it in here. Now you can change your payment, so you can do online, cash at delivery, or a card at delivery. Those are the three, and you can change the payment methods. We'll talk about that here in a second. Then you have the option of your homepage caption, your homepage tagline. You can upload a fav icon, a homepage site logo, the other page site logos, which is right here, and it's going to show up on your footer. So you want like a light style of logo, and then your homepage image. Once you do that, go ahead and click update. Once you update all that information, and it has been updated. Now, the next one that you want to do is come here and go to PayPal settings. So you want to get paid. So go ahead and create a PayPal, API on your account. If you don't know how to do that, you can go ahead and Google. There's a lot of resources out there that will help you do that. And you go ahead and fill out all this information. You just copy and paste it from PayPal and go ahead and click update. Now, once that's done, we want to go ahead and do email settings, because if somebody signs up, whether it's a customer or whether you are creating like a restaurant or a delivery person, they need to get the email. So go ahead and put all your SMT information in here. You can use Gmail, SendGrid, Mailgun, any of that type of information. You'd go ahead and click on web and then fill out all this information, the API keys, and then go ahead and click update. Once you click update, it will go ahead, save this information. The emails will start sending out. Now, the next one is social network. So if you guys have any like Facebook, Twitter, anything like that, and you want this to be linked on your website, you go ahead and put the URL here. If you don't have any of these things, just go ahead, delete this, and it will not show up on the website. Now, the next one is SEO settings. Now, you want to be discovered in Google. You want to rank high in Google when people search for it. So go ahead and put in all the keywords for your restaurant. Might be like Mexican food, Mexican, Mexico, spicy food, tacos, anything that people would be searching. Just go ahead, put it in here, and then put commas for each keyword. The next one is description. So go ahead, write out a description, a short, quick description that is about your website that's going to be showed up on your or on Google. So write something about your restaurant that'll show up on Google, best describes your restaurant. Now, the last thing that you want to add in here is Google Analytics code. So again, if you don't know how to do this, go ahead, Google. There's a bunch of tutorials already out there on YouTube and other places that you can go ahead, get the code, and add it on here. Now, the next one is email template. So if you don't like how the email looks or what the email says, you can come in here and you can edit the email template right here, from right here. So you just click on this green button. It's going to open up, and go ahead and you can fill out all the information. You can change what it says and all that type of stuff from here. Okay, so go ahead, click update. I'm going to click cancel for demo. And then you can search the different type of templates if you want as well. Okay, so there's that. Now the next one is SMS gateway. So if you guys want to send SMS to your customers, like, hey, your food is out for delivery, or we're processing your order, things like that, you can come in here. We've included all these different SMS gateways, the most popular being Twilio. So you would come in here, you would click this little edit button, then you would fill out all your Twilio information right here. Okay, so go ahead, put your account SID, your token, your API version that you have. and then put your Twilio phone number with the area code. So +1, +91, plus whatever it may be. Okay, so you add it in here, you go ahead, click update. Once you click update, go back out to this area, and then you want to click on this little arrow. So this is going to make it the default gateway. And once it makes it the default gateway, it will go ahead and use that to send out your SMS. Now, because you're sending out SMS, we've also included SMS templates. So you can come in here, look, here's order saved, order update, order items deleted. So there's all this SMS text that's going to be sent out. If you want to go ahead and change these templates, you can go ahead, click on that edit button, come in here and change it, click update, and then go ahead and make sure that it has been updated out here. Now, the next thing is pusher notification. This is push notification. It's using the Pusher app. So go ahead, set up an API on there. Again, if you don't know how to do that, you can go ahead and look on YouTube, Google it. If there's a lot of information out there, go ahead, set this up, and then go ahead, click update. Once you do that, it's going to enable push notification on your website. So when somebody orders, they can opt in for push notification, and then they will be sent the notification as well from push. The other one is Tiffany settings. Now, if you use this application, what this does is that it has free images on there. So if you want to use images for food that you don't want to take pictures of in your restaurant, you can go ahead and set this up. Again, Google it. We've also added a reference here for you to go to, and it will guide you through how to do this. But you can go ahead and Google it, find videos on YouTube on how to set this up. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. But this is for anybody that wants to use images from there. Okay, so you can go ahead and do that. The last one is the cards. So if there's different types of cards that you want to add, like Visa, Master, American Express, there might be a card in your area. So you can go ahead and add it. You have the option to, again, edit, delete. You have the option to multi-click and do multi-delete or activate and deactivate. Or you can click plus and add a card. So go ahead, upload the image. Let's say for MasterCard, add the name MasterCard. You can activate it or inactivate it from right here. Okay, so that is your card. So that's everything in master settings. Now the next one is reports. So you can come in here. This is going to be empty since no one is ordering from you yet. But once people start ordering, you can see all reports in here. There's data-wise report, customer-wise report, location-wise report, and item-wise report. So you'll get, how many number of items they ordered, order cost. You can get the date it was delivered or ordered, the payment, all that type of information. So that way you can better track what's going on in your restaurant. Now the other one is you have pages. So these are pages like about us, how it works, terms and condition, privacy policy. So you have the option to go ahead and click on edit and then edit these pages as you would like. You can also deactivate if you don't want the page to show up. So you have that option. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is frequently asked questions. So these will show up on your website if people are confused about anything. You want to go ahead and add these questions in here. It will help people with ordering from your website if they can get their questions answered very quickly. So here you can add categories. So you have all the option of editing, deleting, or multiple editing. You can click plus and go ahead and add a category. Once you add a category, you can come into FAQs. And then you can actually put the questions. So as you can see, my delivery food was not good. How do I report this? Maybe if you want to use these, you can edit and type up your answer here. Or you can go ahead and add a new one and add a bunch more questions and answers. You also have the option of deleting any of these that you don't like, or you can multi-select and then go ahead and click activate, delete, or deactivate. Now, the last item on the menu is log out. So if you click on this, it's going to go ahead and log you out and take you back to your website. So there you have it. That's everything that you can do on the system, and exactly how to use it is very simple and it's very easy to use. But if you watch this video, it's going to make it even easier for you. We've included everything in here. We made it very simple and very easy for you to use. So go ahead, watch this video completely. Make sure that you understand what each of these settings is and how to fill out the information. Once you do that, it's added and it is done, and you're ready to go ahead and take in orders and fulfill those orders. So good luck.